Good evening and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, they say failure is an orphan while success has many fathers. iPhone maker Foxconn hired around 30,000 people in just 8 to 9 months for its facility near Bengaluru. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi was quick to praise the Karnataka government for facilitating what he called the fastest factory ramp-up seen in India so far. He said this isn't just a statistic, but transformative job creation. He said this shows Karnataka is setting an example by creating an ecosystem where manufacturing can grow at this scale and speed. He even said that this is the India we must build, which has jobs with dignity and opportunities for all. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw was quick to respond and claim credit. He thanked Rahul for acknowledging the success of Prime Minister Modi's Make in India program. But it didn't quite end there. Another Congress MP, Manikyam Tagore, hit back and he said that let the record be clear, the Foxconn ramp-up didn't happen because of slogans. It happened due to policy, execution and speed of the Karnataka government, and Karnataka has shown the way. Well, it didn't end there either. There were other netas in opposition who slammed the BJP for claiming credit for something that has happened in a Congress-ruled state. Listen in.
Karnataka government, under the leadership of Siddaramaiah ji and Deputy Chief Minister P.K. Shivakumar ji and Industries Minister M.B. Patil has made that possible. Their hard work, their planning, their implementation can't be taken over and the stickers can't be pasted on each of Mr. Modi. It is unfortunate.
Even when Mamata Banerjee, the Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal, was mentioning that while the employment indices have taken a turn to the worse all over India, it is better here in West Bengal. So this is the narrative, this is the true narrative which should be discussed.
It is normal for this BJP government to take credit for itself. When there is a development, when there is job generation by the state governments which are not ruled by the BJP. In reality, the support that the union government gives to the state ruled by the opposition parties is very less.
But here are some facts. The entry and expansion of Foxconn in Karnataka didn't happen in 1 year. It happened in phases. The entry of Foxconn was approved during the Bommai-led BJP government in March 2023. At that time, D.K. Shivakumar had said that BJP only knows to serve lies to people and make tall claims with no authenticity. Later, Congress government revised the project cost from 8,000 crores to 21,000 crores around December 2023, and now in fact the credit for the same project is being claimed by Congress party. What's also interesting is that this comes just days after Rahul Gandhi accused the BJP of completely disincentivizing, I beg your pardon, manufacturing in India. Listen in to this reaction from the BJP.
बर्लिन में जाकर भारत की बदनामी करते बोलते प्रोडक्शन इज डेड और बेंगलुरु में बोलते हैं कि भारत की इकोनॉमी एंड प्रोडक्शन इज ग्रेट. आई थिंक Rahul Ji, by tweeting this, has exposed himself. PLI scheme has not been introduced by Karnataka government. The PLI scheme, which subsidizes manufacturers to come here and make in India, because of which the boost in the production of mobile phone has taken place. And I can tell you that first we used to import mobile phones 90%. Today we not only give our own citizens the entire smartphone, but we are exporting. It has all happened after 2014 and particularly after the introduction of PLI scheme. So Mr. Manikyam Tagore, Janta sab kuch janti hai.
And amidst this credit for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, after inaugurating the Rashtriya Prerna Sthal in Lucknow to honor the life and ideals of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, spoke about how in the past 11 years, India has become the world's second largest mobile phone manufacturer. Listen in.
साथियों, आज अटल जी जहां होंगे, इस बात से प्रसन्न होंगे कि बीते 11 वर्षों में भारत दुनिया का दूसरा बड़ा मोबाइल फोन निर्माता बन गया है और जिस यूपी से वे सांसद रहे, वो यूपी आज भारत का नंबर 1 मोबाइल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग राज्य बना है.
So the question is this: if manufacturing is growing in the country, if Make in India is yielding results, then was Rahul Gandhi wrong in accusing the BJP-led centre of crushing manufacturing in India?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our panelists now. Joining us is Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP. Abhijit Iyer Mitra is senior fellow of the IPCS. Mohan Krishna is former media advisor to ex-Chief Minister Bommai. We have Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, joining us. Also on the show is advocate Nikhil Jain, political analyst. Syed Asad Abbas also with us on the show. Let me start with you first and foremost, Tehseen Poonawala. Rahul Gandhi is quick to jump the gun, go to Germany, at a German factory, launch a huge attack at Indian manufacturing, say it's not quite there yet. But yet, when you look at the success stories, he's quick to claim credit. You can't have both arguments at the same time, can you?
Madhav, first of all, Merry Christmas to you, to your family, to all the viewers of Times Now, all my fellow panelists. Maybe have peace and happiness, and a Happy New Year in advance to those who I don't see. Look, this is completely... First of all, I'm so happy that Team India succeeded and Team Karnataka succeeded. This isn't one versus another. But let's look at this particular project and let's look at what the Karnataka government did. You're right. The Bommai government in 2023 signed the agreement. The Congress not just revised the investment, Foxconn has got 2.25% of subsidy over their turnover, which is the highest given. This was an exception made. They have to get their workers, they have to get most of the procurements of the Karnataka electronic system design. And because they've agreed to do that, and that's from where they're getting it, they have got, in a record time, they were given 300 acres of land. Apart from that, all the infrastructure that they required, tailor-made for that factory, was given to them by Karnataka government, led by DK. DK went there twice personally, and he got that sorted out. Third thing, most of these 30,000 recruits come from IISc Karnataka, Bengaluru, and from IIT Dharwad. Now, this is also, and the schemes that have been given to Foxconn is additional to the PLI schemes that the union government is given, and additional exemptions. I'm not saying
let me just stop you there. Let me just stop you there, because I want to read out two statements, and I'm reading out these social media posts from X along with their date. So please bear with me for a minute. DK Shivkumar, 1:09 p.m. March 5th, 2023. While the Bommai government was in power, BJP only knows to serve lies to our people and make tall claims with no authenticity. Recently, they boasted about an iPhone manufacturing unit coming up in Bengaluru with the potential of creating 1 lakh jobs, which has been proved false already. Karnataka won't trust BJP again when Bommai government was in power. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. There's one more. There's one more post. Please, one by one. Randeep Singh Surjewala. This is on, again, the 5th of March 2023. He says, liar, liar, thy name is BS Bommai. CM Bommai's claim of Foxconn signing agreement with Bommai government, making Apple iPhones and creating 1 lakh jobs are an exercise in fakery. Probably cancelled because they didn't give 40% commission. CM Bommai should publicly apologize. Now, this is a strange way. This is a strange way of India winning and it not being two teams. If you're going to politicize it in this fashion and drag a project down, try and drag a government's name into dirt, you're not playing as one team. I'm sorry, Tehseen Poonawala, that argument doesn't cut it.
You must allow me to answer. I agree with these exposed. That's why I said DK personally went, because it only takes a Congress to clear up the mess that BJP make. They make terrible mess. Foxconn was going to leave. I'm telling you. One second. Just give me. Let me.
What is the mess? What is the mess? Please tell me. What is the mess?
One second. See, if you keep interrupting me, I'll tell you.
I'm asking you. You said there's a mess by BJP. Tell us what is the mess.
Of course, Foxconn would not have come had they not gone beyond the PLI scheme. Had DK not personally gone there and got the infrastructure. But let me tell you one thing. To prove, one second. Look, if you keep interrupting me every sentence, then I'll keep quiet.
Oh, I've just taken your name. You're getting interrupted by me taking your name.
I'm not interrupted. The Congress government with Foxconn went beyond everything to make sure that Apple is not just manufactured in India. We give a karara tamasha to China. That was the nationalistic vision under DK Shivkumar's leadership and Siddharamaya's leadership.
Nationalistic vision, karara tamasha, all these are rhetoric. I've asked you a pointed question of what was the mess. You've not been able to answer that. I'm going to allow now Mohan Krishna to come in and retort, because once again, Mohan Krishna was very much in the government. He was serving as a media advisor to former Chief Minister Bommai. Mohan Krishna, the BJP government couldn't cut it. There was a complete mess. We have upgraded. the project and we have resolved all the issues that were there at that point of time. Your response to Tehseen Poonawalla?
Good evening, Madhav. Merry Christmas to everybody. And Tehseen Poonawalla has got half fact right and half fact wrong. He wants us, Karnataka and Government of India under the leadership of Modi as the Team India. He can call it, but he cannot accept it that the contract was signed when the Bommai government was there. We had a 3-round talks with Taiwanese, and our industrial advisor, Mr. Kedarnath Mudda, had gone twice to Taiwan, and he has brought this project to Karnataka. Kudos to Mr. Bommai, kudos to BJP government, everything. Let me explain another important 2 issues here. We have given the land within 8 days of the signing of the MOU at a cost of 1 crore per acre to them, where the cost was 3 crore, with an agreement of 1 lakh jobs to be given to the people of Karnataka. That was the agreement. And Rahul Gandhi, he doesn't know anything. Today he is claiming that 30,000 jobs have been created. Had we been there, we would have created 1 lakh plus job. This is the first claim I will make it. Second thing, Madhav, the mess what he is talking, what mess he is talking, 40% was claimed by them, and we have cleared the files. Let them go. You fact check. You fact check. Within 8 days, we have sanctioned the land. And we have given full permission. And see, we have worked hard just because of the guarantee, just because of the guarantee of 40%. The things. We have lost the election. Otherwise, we would have given 1 lakh job. And another important issue I will tell you, why we have done Foxconn. The same Congress leaders like Sidramaiah, DK Shivkumar, MB Patil and everybody were saying that Foxconn is going to Gujarat. It's not coming to Bangalore then. We have worked hard. Day and night we have worked hard to see that. And when the Bharat Jodo Yatra was happening, this agreement was signed. That's why Congress people doesn't know anything.
You know, and
second
it's very rich. It's very rich, Tehseen. Let me go one by one. Tehseen is very rich that you say that it's the Congress government that upgraded it. I have the letter before me. It's the company that has upgraded the project. They've said further company-wide letter uploaded 21/11/2023 has requested to revise the project cost from 8,000 crores to 21,911 crores and implement the project phase-wise, details mentioned below. So what has the Congress government got to do with this? It's the company that's expanded its project.
No. Who was in government then?
Who was in government then?
That project was upgraded.
They decided to expand the project. That credit should be given to the government.
Please. Madhav, he spoke. Allow me to speak. You're right. These are the opening facts I said. Now, you'll say the same facts I said and you say, oh, I'm saying something different. The project was upgraded under the Congress government. It wasn't upgraded under Karnataka. Now, I challenge sir to show me the agreement of the 300 acres allocated to the project. It wasn't. It was allocated under Congress. Yes, they promised 300 acres, not allocated.
We allotted 100 acres then.
Exactly. So, thank you. You just made my point.
We have allotted 100 acres.
Yes, that's what I was coming to.
So they brought the client, so they brought the company there with their claim.
One second. First of all, Apple came in 2013. Foxconn came in 2023, I agree. But Apple came in 2013 with Siddaramaiah. Number one. Number two, it was the PLI scheme. I do give it credit to Prime Minister Modi. But the upgradation of the project and the project's feasibility happened because of Congress. Don't take that away from the Congress or from the great people of Karnataka. I understand you give credit to the Prime Minister. I am. But don't take it from the people of Karnataka.
One second.
Siddaramaiah from Karnataka.
The problem, Tehseen, one by one. The problem, Tehseen, is this. The problem is that, you may be now giving credit to the Prime Minister's PLI scheme, but that's not at all what Mr. Rahul Gandhi said. Your government will get its credit if you give the equal amount of credit to what the BJP has done. That's a simple point of view.
10%, we get 90%. I'll tell
10% and 90%. Are you weak in maths? Because to the best of my knowledge, 22,000 crores, if you divide and you take away 8,000 crores, there's definitely not 10% and 90%. It's almost 30%. Abhijit, I would let Abhijit come in. Abhijit,
30% commission per.
Abhijit, is my maths weak or are you getting the same figure of 10 and 90 when you compare 8,000 and 22,000 crores?
Look, Basically, the maths never adds up, but nothing in the Congress ever adds up these days. You see, the gentleman who owns this, Mr. Terry Gao, he is very similar to the, Adani or Ambani of Taiwan. So, I'm just watching the Congress work itself in knots right now. Ki Desi Ambani Adani, Shakahari Ambani Adani ko, they don't like them. Why? Because they're, vegetable munching fascists. But pork eating, beef eating, Taiwanese Ambani Adani, they're more than happy to welcome, give them discount land. The same thing, do you remember when the Adanis or Ambanis were given land last year for something or earlier this year for something? There was such a screech going out in the Congress. Now they're sitting here on TV actually taking credit for giving land. So amazing. So I never understand what the Congress is talking about at any given point of time on any given day. Now, why would you go out of your way to give a Taiwanese man all of this, but not provide the same benefits for your own company? Let them come and say we did this for Adani, for Ambani, for the Tatas, for the Mahindras, for anyone, for the Goenkas, whatever, for the Modis. For them, every Indian businessman is a chore. And every foreign, and mind you, Terry Gao has a political past. He's been a part of the Kuomintang, Chiang Kai-shek's party, quasi-fascist party that kept Taiwan under a dictatorship till about 91, 92, I think it was. And he endorsed those policies, by the way. Terry Gao was part of the Kuomintang when the Kuomintang used to execute political opponents. So I'm not surprised, of course, given, Granddaddy Mino himself was in Hitler's army. But it's a repeated pattern, this constant preference for foreign. Technically, what the Congress should be saying was Foxconn ki kya zarorat.
All right. That's a separate point. The point is we as a nation require FDI. To that extent, I agree with Tehseen Poonawalla. It doesn't matter which government is in power. It doesn't matter the state, because it is all at the end of the day for our country, for jobs to happen, for the country to grow. It's required. But there's one point on which both of you are short on facts, Tehseen Poonawalla and Mohan Krishna. I have the letter of intent with me. You know what this letter of intent actually says? 300 acres. It is an agreement signed by the Principal Secretary, Dr. S. Selvakumar, and Mr. Vincent Lee, Assistant Vice President of the Representative of Foxconn. And this is very much signed on the 3rd of March 2023 when the BJP government was in power. So there's no question about, one second. There's no question. The documents speak for themselves, Tehseen. There's no question about it. Let me bring in others now. Saeed Asad Abbas, this 300 acres has been signed. Here's the document. This is a letter of intent. What then are we talking about, and why are we politicizing such things?
The fact, let us understand that Sri Rahul Gandhi ji, when he tweeted the front, he hailed Karnataka. Karnataka is one of the most beautiful part of India, and we are very proud Kannadigas. If he says there are 30,000 jobs which have been created, also as a matter of fact, of which 80 to 90% are women. In just about 8 to 9 months, if 30,000, most of the jobs here are created for women. Karnataka as a state is doing great. Karnataka being the second largest contributor of the GDP of the nation. The GST collection is on number 2. When Karnataka prevails, India prevails. Madhav, this is not fair, Madhav.
Okay, well, let's go one by one.
Fair, Madhav.
But the problem, let's come to the point. The point, Saeed Asad Abbas, is simply this. The point is there's nothing wrong in praising the Karnataka government. But then don't go to Germany and say Indian manufacturing is failing. There are success stories in India. You don't see that when you're in Germany. Then you want to lambaste the government. And now it's very convenient on social media to only project and paint the Karnataka government in good light when you're painting the centre in long light. All that centre is saying is get the record straight. Praise the central government schemes also. Give that also its due credit.
Absolutely, Madhav. There are no two ways about it. The fact of the matter is, when I wanted to make the most important point, the BJP former advisor interrupted me. So when interruption happens, our articulation breaks. Kindly allow me 30 seconds, sir. We come prepared for the debate. The fact of the matter is, Madhav, when Karnataka prevails, India prevails. We're all Indians. We are one in this. The problem arises when Ashwini Vaishnaw ji tweets about it, saying that give us the credit, give us the credit. Arey, kya credit, yaar? Kannadigas की जीत हुई है, हिंदुस्तानियों की जीत हुई है, हम सबको खुश होना चाहिए.
Without central government, the government will get FDI. Without PLI manufacturing schemes, without Make in India, all that has no role to play.
Madhav Saab, 10 seconds.
Let's not be disingenuous. Make in India is not important. PLI schemes are not important. They have nothing to do with
10
this.
seconds, Madhav
Just now Tehseen gave it credit, but you're saying it has no role to play.
10 seconds, Madhav Saab, I wholeheartedly concede to the point this could not have happened with foreign direct investment or the PLI, absolutely. But let me tell you.
So give it credit.
Over the last 9 seconds, sir. Over the last 9 years, I've been going to this event which is called Invest Karnataka, Global Investors Meet, where several letter of intents are signed, several MOUs are signed, but nothing happens. You have to give the credit to Siddaramaiah ji, DK Shivkumar ji, and Minister MB Patil for executing this. Signing is nothing. Execution is everything.
It's also a fact. Is it also not a fact that you lost the Google contract to Andhra Pradesh? So the point is that you may be wanting to praise the government. There may have been some wins, but then take the jibes also, take the losses also on your face.
I will answer on Google. I will say that is fair, Madhav Saab, you being in Bangalore. Yes, it hit me when we lost the contract to Google. But let us understand, if one Google has left, there are 100 more, 1,000 more multinational companies which are coming to Bangalore. It's unfortunate that we lost Google, but Bengaluru will soar and we will win back Google in a much bigger and better way. We are the India's second largest.
Unfortunately for Karnataka as well as India, as well as, the fact is this, that there is only one Google. The country or the company of that stature perhaps does not exist. But let me bring in Tuhin Sinha on this. Tuhin Sinha, if Rahul Gandhi is celebrating an achievement of a state government, the argument from the other side is, why does Mr. Ashwini Vaishnaw have to politicize it when he comes in and makes those comments? That's the line of criticism I'm seeing coming in from the Congress supporters. Your response?
Madhav, a very happy Christmas to you and to everybody on the show and to your viewers. The exponential surge in electronics production in India in the last 3 to 4 years, in just the last 3 to 4 years, is a pan-India story, and it is crucially attributable to the PLI scheme. Anybody who denies it probably, is either ignorant or is trying to be mischievous or economical with the truth. Now, imagine 11.3 lakh is the size of electronics manufacturing today in India. What was it in 2014? 1/6 of that. So I don't think it's an issue with Karnataka versus India issue at all. Yes, on this particular front, Karnataka has done well, and let us give credit. But at the same time, we have a senior Congress leader like Kanhaiya Kumar, who earlier in the year said, if we have development in Bihar, the whole objective, the only reason why BJP wants development is Bihar is to drain out, deplete water resources of Bihar. And Pawan Khera, the right-hand man of Rahul Gandhi, was seated next to him and nodding. So, if Karnataka has done well, that does not mean that the Congress can be absolved of its successive and repeated failures across the country and of Rahul Gandhi's fundamental anti-development agenda. Number two, what has we seen Congress do over the years? Congress had reduced India to sweatshops. We have invested heavily in futuristic sectors, semiconductor industry. Today, the size of the semiconductor industry is $50 billion. In the next 10 years, it is expected to be in the range of $200 billion. Renewable energy sectors, the same exponential growth is expected over there. Space sector, shipbuilding sector. Congress could not imagine, it did not have the appetite, it did not have the gumption, it did not have the ambition to even think of make in India in these sectors.
Okay.
So that is the crucial difference. I don't think we should even, have a debate with Congress on this. Congress, all Rahul Gandhi can do is go abroad and criticize the lapses in India's manufacturing. If Karnataka has done well, Rahul Gandhi himself should realize he was wrong and he should take back his words.
And respond to that, Nikhil Jain, because, these comments or this controversy comes on a day when the Prime Minister in Lucknow, in another context, was saying that all that the Congress does is take credit chori. And that has been criticized, in terms of the naming of various schemes, but it's the mindset that is similar, it appears.
Madhav, is actually quite ironical and hypocritical of the Prime Minister to say that the Congress is the credit chore when it is the Prime Minister who goes around renaming pretty much every scheme that the Congress has, everything that the Congress has built, every PSU that the Congress has built. He's either selling it off or renaming it, so it's quite hypocritical. Secondly, at the very start of the debate, you raised a very important point that this Foxconn thing that Rahul Gandhi has
How many of those schemes were named after the Gandhi-Nehru family?
That this was started in March 2020. Madhav, can you please...
No, why not? You answer. You're making an allegation. This is not a speech or a monologue. Answer the question.
Can you please stop interjecting?
No, I'm not interjecting. You answer the question.
Stop interjecting every time somebody favoring the Congress.
Nikhil, I am asking you to clarify your comment when you said that the Prime Minister is changing the schemes. Do you not have an answer to that?
Opening statement. Madhav, this is not fair.
What is not fair?
Madhav, you
Answer
have a
the question
reputation
that I'm
for being
posing
a
to you.
fair anchor.
How many of those
I
schemes
respect
were named
that.
after the Nehru Gandhi family, which is what the Prime Minister stated today?
That is quite a lot of them. Quite a lot of them. Quite a lot of them have been named after Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajiv Gandhi, Indira Gandhi. Quite a lot of them because Madhav, you can't keep on interjecting people every 5 seconds.
Of course I can, sir. This is a debate.
Let's not forget that Rajiv Gandhi and Indira Gandhi are the only two prime. What is this? No, this is a debate. This is not a heckling match. In a debate, you have to allow me an opening statement. You can counter me. I will, sir, counter it. You can't heckle me.
So take the counters and answer them.
Yes, schemes have been named after the Gandhi family, but see again. I said yes and you heckled me again. Let me just answer. First of all, you've shifted the goalpost. That's not the debate that we're having, but I'll just answer and address that shortly. Rajiv Gandhi and Indira Gandhi are the only two prime ministers of India who have been assassinated in office. So obviously schemes would be named after them, no matter the government. Secondly, you said that why
Rajiv Gandhi was not assassinated in office. Don't spread wrong facts. The party you're defending, you don't know the facts about it. Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated in office. If you don't know history and you're short on facts, you refuse to be corrected. Nikhil Jain, no, please go read history and come first.
He was assassinated in 1991. Do you want me to pull out a history?
So was he in office at that time?
What sort of a nonsense?
Was he the Prime Minister at that time? Was he the Prime Minister at that time?
For your fairness, you're not allowed. You're not.
Nikhil Jain, I am giving you another chance. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Sorry. I'm very sorry.
So if you come short on facts, Nikhil Jain, don't expect to be given a free run. At least read up and come. When your facts are not in order, please, you will be corrected on any debate. Okay, now that you've admitted it's a slip of tongue, carry on.
You need to read up. No, listen, boss. No, Madhav, this is not fair. Hold on. You call me to the debate. That's not to mock me and insult me and tell me that I don't read up and come to a debate. You very well know that was a slip of tongue.
Nikhil Jain, if you're short on facts, you will be corrected. Others have their hands in their palms, their faces in their palms. Please don't waste time with these theatrics. Answer the question.
You don't tell your viewers that Rahul Gandhi praised TVS in his Germany visit. You will not tell your viewers Ratan Tata praised Rahul Gandhi for opening investment in Jammu and Kashmir all the way back in 2012. You will not tell your viewers Rahul Gandhi praised TVS, Bajaj and Hero in his Colombia visit just 2 months ago. You will not tell these points. You raised questions against Rahul Gandhi for praising the Karnataka Congress government for this Foxconn project. Did you ever raise questions when the Prime Minister inaugurated the Chenab Rail Bridge and took the entire credit for himself?
Nikhil Jain, tell us, what was the investment in JNK? Tell us.
Did you criticize the Prime Minister when he took the entire credit?
I'm giving you the chance to tell our viewers what was the investment in JNK. Nikhil Jain, tell us.
Did you criticize the Prime Minister for the Navi Mumbai project that started?
What was the investment in JNK? Please tell us. What was the investment in JNK that the praise was received for? Tell us.
Ratan Tata praises Rahul Gandhi.
For what? Tell us. You're also short on facts. Again, you don't know what you're talking about. Once again, Nikhil Jain, you're making a hollow argument by screaming at the top of your lungs when you don't even know what you're talking about. And this is the problem. And you refuse to be corrected once again on national television. Repeatedly. The point is, you can make any argument questioning the BJP. I have no problem at all. But please speak sense. That is all I'm asking you. Let's not insult the intelligence of our viewers. They're quite intelligent and they know how to pick out an argument. Nevertheless, I want to take that question right back to Tuhin Sinha. Tuhin Sinha, this is all selective criticism of Rahul Gandhi. The good work that he has done and the Congress government has done. Nikhil, hold on. Let me put the question that you should have perhaps been articulating in a better way. Tuhin Sinha, respond to Nikhil Jain.
I don't understand why my friend from the Congress party was so agitated on Christmas evening. If a couple of praises were there for Rahul Gandhi 13 years back, imagine the kind of behavior he's doing now. He should, try to be the Rahul Gandhi of 2012 when somebody would, even praise him. Today, nobody can praise him because of his approach of demonizing the country. Recently, he went to a drone drone manufacturing unit, and the kind of comments that he had made that India cannot compete with China. Let me tell you on your show today that I subsequently went to a drone manufacturing unit, and I'll be putting out that video of how India has advanced. So Rahul Gandhi fundamentally tries to demean the country, which is something not acceptable. I'll just take 30 seconds extra, regarding the renaming of things. Congress has a habit of renaming everything about their, around the Gandhi family. That's okay. But my only grouse with this Gandhi, with this, family, with this Gandhi families, how could they deny Bharat Ratna to B.R. Ambedkar, Baba, Bhim Rao Ambedkar Sahab, and to Sardar Patel till 1990 and 1991? How dare they do that? I think
Absolutely.
if they can explain that, I would still, consider being a little lenient.
Nikhil Jain, these theatrics, you're only covering your face. Neither can we read those articles, nor can we see your face. If you want to cover your face, fine. But let me put this question across to Tuhin. Tuhin, the problem that the Congress is repeatedly highlighting, and in fact, before I come across to Tehseen, I want Tuhin to answer this. The problem that is repeatedly noted is that India's GDP share of manufacturing is stuck around 17%. Now, it's been over a decade. Yes, PLI scheme is good. Yes, Make in India is an important push. But if that is not increasing the share of manufacturing, the point is there is a bit of a problem there. You're talking about exponential growth. We've been hearing about this exponential growth. The statistics, though, don't add up at the moment.
I had briefly explained it in my opening comments. What you have witnessed in the last few years is a paradigm shift. India is no longer the kind of sweatshops that the Congress party wanted us to be. We have invested in all the right sectors, all the futuristic sectors, and you will see the results in the next 2 to 3 years. Imagine the size of the current AI industry in India today. It stands at 13 billion, but what is it expected to be in 10 years' time? $300 billion. That is the surge which is expected in the sectors which India is presently focused on, which India is presently going ahead with. This is something the Congress does not realize because Congress lacks ambition. Congress lacks ideas.
Tehseen, Congress lacks the vision and the ideas. Respond to what the BJP spokesperson is saying.
I need to come in here, Madhav.
The fact of the matter is manufacturing as a share of GDP was the highest under UPA 1, UPA 2 at 17.5%. It's fallen to 12% under the current government, and it's now they're trying to come up way short of the 25% figure of the GDP for the target of 2025. The fact of the matter is that unemployment, particularly among urban youth, is at 20%, the highest, no matter what the government tries to tell us that unemployment is no longer an issue. This is CREDI data. The fact of the matter is,
may I ask you a question?
Please.
May I, on the basis of what you have yourself just stated? Yes, and I put that question to Tuhin. Certainly the government had promised a lot more, and certainly the expectations are not where they should have been. But then, if the manufacturing is stuck at 12% or 17%, whatever the figure may be, isn't Rahul Gandhi wrong in saying manufacturing in India is declining? That's exactly the point we are making here.
It's decline as a percentage of GDP, and obviously did achieve a 25% target. But look, at the end of the day,
that's the difference. It's actually static. It's not growing. I agree. I concede that. But Rahul Gandhi is wrong to say it's declining. It may fall short of the expected or the projected growth, but it's wrong to say it's declining. I don't know. All right, we'll have to leave it there. I'm sorry, you're completely out of time there. Tuhin Sinha, Tehseen Poonawala, Mohan Krishna, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, Nikhil Jain, Syed Asad Abbas. We'll have to leave it there. Certainly a huge controversy. Yes, we want manufacturing. Yes, we want jobs. But can we do without the politics is perhaps a question that needs to be asked. Leaving it there for the moment. Thanks so much, gentlemen, for joining us.